Hello folks, Shin Tiger Curl here, and I know I haven't posted a video in quite a bit. There's kind of a sore throat, but it's something I really wanted to talk about for the last couple of days. So I really don't know how to say this. It's kind of hard, but anyway, I'll try to say this best I can. It's nothing serious or nothing. Well, serious for me. It's nothing bad or anything. Not tiring or anything of that shit. So last year around this time, I I went to my first con. That was Palooza last year in Houston, Texas. And of course, I wore my straw hat. I got to see a lot of things that I only heard a lot of people talk about. I've never. This is my first con, so. And I saw a lot of cosplayers. I saw little stands that sold toys. I saw a complete set of Constructicons, which I really wanted. And I saw a bunch of one-piece swords, but I didn't really have the money. But anyway, I met a lot of people. I met 3 of the Power Rangers, Billy, Zach, and Jason. I met Lita, met the Hurricane, met 3 of the Doctors, 5, 6, and 7 to be exact. Didn't get to meet Jack. I didn't get to meet Captain Jack Harkness, and I didn't meet number 8. The lines were just too long. So I took some pictures with some cosplayers. I took one with a Deadpool cosplayer who was in a banana costume, and I took one with 2 girls. One dressed as a phoenix, and the other dressed as dressed as the Black Cat. So anyway, I saw this Harley Quinn cosplayer, and I really wanted to take a picture with her, but I was with my best friend, and he had his kids, and his eldest was like 8 or 9, who was being kind of a brat, was whiny and fussy and stuff, and so I couldn't really do anything with her. So I didn't get the chance to talk to that Harley Quinn cosplayer. So fast forward to last week. Now, if you watched my Five Nights at Freddy's trolling video, that is a longtime friend of mine named Mariah. We've been friends for years, and she is like almost obsessed with me. She's not a stalker or anything. She just thinks I'm the bee's knees for some reason. So and of course she's on my Facebook right now. She's pregnant with her 3rd child for her new hubby. I'm not going to get into that. It's not my place to say or talk about the relationship. But anyway, I saw on her suggested friends. Well, you know how on Facebook when you have friends and people suggest they suggest people that you should be friends with, and she had this friend Ari, and her picture was that of a Eno cosplay, and I thought, damn, she's pretty hot. I mean, not many people can pull off the Eno cosplay. So I shot her a quick message, said, "Hey, I liked your Eno cosplay," and she she replied back, and she said she made it and she appreciated it, and she thought I was, and she replied because not many people, she made it herself, and she appreciated it. I thought that she said it herself, and I'm like, okay, this woman is pretty cool, and we got to talking, and it turns out she's a One Piece fan, and she's in her next con. She will be cosplaying as Nami from One Piece. I'm like, okay, you know Nami. We were talking back and forth, and we started hitting it off, and all all of a sudden, and what really sold me was that I just suggested it offhand, like, you should try doing a Dawn cosplay, Dawn from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And then she shows me a picture of her cosplaying as Dawn, and my heart just skipped a beat, and I was hooked on her. I still am. I'm talking to her right now. Hold on. I'm sorry. And so we kept talking, and we just clicked. She pressed the right buttons for me, and that's just something that I liked. And right now, as of right now, she's my girlfriend, and it just felt so right. It feels. It feels good. She makes me happy, happier than I've been in years. Like, I've chased around a lot of women, and I've gone after a lot of women, and I've done a lot of these romantic gestures for them. I've done all this and this and that, but I just didn't feel like I was appreciated. She appreciated me. Every little thing that I've done for her these last couple of days, like putting little, putting little music videos on her page, or like putting these little songs on her page, or sending her poems or whatever, and she utterly appreciates them. And I just feel appreciated for the first time for my efforts. So, not, you can call it whatever you want, but I just want this girl in my life. But she lives so far away in California. And here's the kicker. Um, I told her where I lived, Houston, Texas. And early on, she said, well, a couple nights before, she said, oh, I think we may have met each other. Like, I never realized that. Because I lived in Houston before, last year. It's like, where? Like, in the inner city. So, and I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. I mean, we don't, just because you live in the same city doesn't mean you necessarily meet. I stay in the northeast side of Houston, right about 5 minutes just outside of a subdivision called Humble, Texas, spelled humble but pronounced humble. And she just went crazy, like, wait a minute, my dad's from Humble. I visited there a lot. And I just said DNA Comics, because anyone who knows me knows that I've been visiting Humble. Has been my second home since I was a little boy. I do my shopping there. I go to movies there. Used to go. There was like 3 or 4 arcades there before the arcade thing kind of shut down. But she was visiting there, and she was 10 minutes away from me. The woman of my dreams was 10 minutes away from me, and it kind of fucked me. It kind of blew my mind. So I'm like, well, if you, we lived under the same. We were 10 minutes away from each other, and I told her I really should have wished you would have come to Comic-Palooza. I would have probably run into you. Then she said, I did go to Comic-Palooza, and I'm like, oh my god, we were under the same roof, breathing the same air, and to make matters more interesting, I asked her, well, she was cosplaying as different people for each different day, and I asked her, and I showed her a picture of me posing with the Phoenix and the Black Cat cosplayers. I'm like, did you happen to see me there? Like, I think I did. And, but who are you dressed as? I asked her, and she said Harley Quinn. My mind was blown. I locked eyes with her over almost a year ago, and that just blew my mind. Not only this girl who has found a way into my heart. I we we were not only in the same city, under the same roof, breathing the same air, but we were about 5 feet away from each other. And chance is what I'm trying to say is chance is really effed up like that, and it just sucks. And it was amazing and mind blowing and sad at the same time because we could have had all this time, this whole year. I could have been with her instead of just having to suffer for through loneliness and darkness and pain and all this other stuff. And we could have had that. So fate is both cruel and kind that I was able to meet her, that I chose to message her, and it just goes to it's just amazing. And what's even more amazing is if if I met her that day, my best friend probably would never have met his current fiance. Because if I had met her, we would have talked, we would have had much in common, and we would have started going out. If we started going out, I would have never had the need to use my OkCupid account. If I hadn't used my OkCupid account, I would never have met the girl that would become my best friend's fiance. If I never talked to her on OkCupid, I never would have invited her out on my best friend's birthday to karaoke, and those two never would have met at that bar in Omo, Texas. All because I didn't meet her. And right, and she's on YouTube. I mean, I'm talking to her right now. I'm talking to her on Facebook. I'm talking to her right now on Facebook, and I know she's gonna appreciate this video. As much as I would like to show you a picture of Angel, she's had problems with people stealing her cosplay pics, so I can't. But I can just give you a link in my description to her and my younger sister Mari's channel, which they do AMVs, which are very, very good. And I'm sorry if I'm not making any. I'm not sorry if I'm stopping and not making any sense. It's just that I just needed to share this with you guys, and I know she's watching right now. I know you're watching, and I care about you more than I really thought I was able to in this type of situation. And you make me better, and I'm thankful that I got to meet you, and because I can go forward and be a happier man thanks to you. And if I could, and just today, she had to go. She's in the hospital right now because of stomach issues. I haven't been able to talk to her all day, and I told her that I would be counting the attoseconds until I met her again. Do you know what an attosecond is? It is a unit of measurement of time. It's basically 1/quintillionth of a second. That's how long an attosecond is. Basically, 1 attosecond to 1 second is to what 1 second is to 31.31 billion years. Basically, the age of the universe. And that's what it felt like to me. So, and she is smiling. So, I just want to say, and she knows how I feel about her. I'm not gonna say those 3 words that I really wish I could, but I just want to. When I say it, I'm going to mean it, and I want her to know that I mean it. So, Angel, you're my girl. I care so much about you. And I want you to stick around in my life for as long as you can, as long as possible. And I just want you to know you make me happy. And to my friend Mariah, who's probably squealing upon hearing this, I just want to thank you for giving me this chance to meet this amazing woman, and I'm gonna treat her right. And I know I can be stupid, I can be idiotic, but I'm going to treat her right. And right now, I was going to um, put all my money into getting a PlayStation 4 so I can do my first LP of Pirate Warriors 3. But no, I'm saving all of my money so I can buy at least one round trip plane ticket so I can visit her in California at least once. It's gonna take a while. All I have is $20 to my name, and I earn about $40 every 2 weeks mowing my aunt's lawn. I can earn a little extra on the side making blueberry muffins, and they're very good apparently. I don't really do anything different with them, and I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to save my money, and I'm going to save up so I can meet Angel. I don't care if it's for a day or a week or whatever. I'm going to save up, and nothing's going to stop me. So, and this is why, and this is another reason why I do these videos, because the revenue from these videos is going straight to the plane ticket. And I'm gonna, so whatever little change that pops into my into my tip jar, or whatever I can get from these ads from my video, all of that is going to meeting her. And I'm and that is my objective now. And, when it comes to monetary gains, this is all that it's going for, nothing else. But that's what I wanted to say. So my voice is really starting to give out, so I'm just going to wrap this up. If you like, I'm going to leave a link to Mari and Angel's channel. Go over there. They need the views more than I do, but just give them some views, show them some love. That's my sister and my girlfriend, so show them some love. And if you want to help, if you're inspired by this or anything else, click a advertisement or leave something in the tip jar if you feel like it. So that's just what I'm doing. So if you like what you see, you know what to do. And until next time, I will probably upload a video. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But in the meantime, I'm going to edit this and see what I'm going to put on over this recording and see how it runs. And then I'm going to enjoy my time with my woman, my girlfriend, my other half, Angel. So until next time, Shin Tiger Girl saying good night, and fate is funny.